of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place for separating facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about Freemasons and Lucifer, and why Freemasons venerate Lucifer instead of Amun-Ra. These are questions, and a series of other questions was posted by a one of my subscribers, Nami C Mac or something like that. I was going through my comment section last night, and I saw these questions that were posted about Freemasons and Lucifer. Four of these questions, and very interesting. So I decided to answer it here on this live video for the sake of clarity, and also why the importance of these questions and why many people need to know about this very thing, which is a good thing. And let's talk about Freemasons today and Lucifer. I have talked about them before in the past, but I didn't go into much details. And for people that would be having difficulty about clarification, I'll also be saying the same thing today. But before then, let's do our customary libation. So please bring your whiskey, your bourbon, your wine, your stout, your brukutu, ogogoro, anything that you have, moonshine, cognac, rum, Captain Jack, Captain Black, whatever you have, just bring something. Let's just call some names quickly, remember some people, and if nothing else, just chill out. Okay, it's very good to be in the midst of the brethren. And if we're on the same page, they say those that wires together, fires together, something like that. So it doesn't matter any part of the world you are. Get something, let's call some names. So I'll be calling first of all Eshu, aka Baruski, aka Baba Legba, aka Elegbara Ikoinsu, the Primus inter pares, the first among equals. I give you a drink today. I acknowledge you for your role that you play in the life of humans. I give you this drink to ask for your guidance to come into this channel, this section, to bring your light and empowerment, understanding, understanding, overstanding into everything that we are going to be talking about today. Accept your drink this day and stay here with us and help us with the proceedings. Ashe, I call upon Oshun, Mother of Divinity, Mother of Love, Mother of Procreation, Prosperity, Wealth, and all things pertaining to life on this planet. I give you your drink. I ask that your spirit and your guidance, your angels, protect us today. Give us the ability to do the things that needs to be done. I thank you for being who you are. Thank you for your many blessings you have given us upon this channel. Ashe. I call upon Shangu. I ask for your strength, for your wisdom, for your power upon this channel. I call upon Ogun. I ask for your guidance, for your protection upon this channel. I call upon Ufuri. I ask for your love, for your guidance and your protection. I call upon segments. I ask for your spirit to be upon this channel. Give us your understanding. Give us the ability to manage our finances and our human resources efficiently and effectively. Ashe. I call upon Olobushere, the indomitable, undying recess of the African melanated consciousness. I ask for your spirit, for your power, for your strength, for your love to be upon us today. I call upon great spirits of the north, of the south, of the east, elemental spirits of fire, of water, of earth, of air, and of course our African ancestors that have gone before us, our ascended ancestors that have paved the way for us. I call upon great spirits of Ramesu 1, Ramesu 2, Tok Tehuti, uh, I call Amenhotep, great spirits of our ancient Kushite ancestors. I call upon your spirits. I call upon those people that have started civilization, that created our original authentic African deities in our shape, in our image. I ask that you guide us today. Rise up from wherever you are today. Empower us to succeed this day. Give us the means and the ability to be able to stand and do great things and protect what belongs to us. I call upon the great spirits of Eru. I ask for confidence. I call upon the great spirits of Ohore. I ask for your protection for us. I call upon great spirits of Igbesu. I ask for your protection for us. I call upon great ancestors, people worthy of emulation like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, Red Tube Man, Inoko Rashidi, Svelani Kolakokuti, Thomas Sankara. I ask that you guide us today. Let your spirit continue to push us in the right direction, point us in the right direction, and do what is necessary for us to reclaim our stolen legacy and glory. I also give libation to the many Africans that are in incarceration, people that are killed every day by racist people that are killed for the color of their skin. I give them this drink today. People that died in the Arab slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, in Canada, in Native American continent, in Australia, in different parts of Africa, South Africa, Namibia, Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Angola, Kenya, Cameroon, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and all other places all over the world. I ask that their blood continue to fight for justice, because if there's no justice, there's no peace. I ask for the spirit of our ancestors to speak for us, for the blood of our ancestors to speak for us and continue to speak for us, protect us from evil, and empower us to succeed and do what needs to be done to bring peace and balance upon this earth this day. We say this mighty prayer in the name of Amun-Ra, in the name of Ogene, in the name of Olodumare, in the name of Ekwensu, in the name of all our African gods and goddesses that stand for truth, justice, and harmonious balance. Ashe. Siagwari is done. All right, thank you very much for joining me. Very, very delighted to do this once in a while. You are welcome. So today I'll be answering questions from this subscriber. This person wants to know why Freemasons are hiding Amun-Ra, his real name. And of course, they need to hide Amun-Ra, because the Freemason society is a spin-off, or is a plagiarization of our ancient Kushite masonry. What we call there's this society in ancient Egypt that is like an architectural society that is made up of priests, noblemen, and people that decide the future of their population. This is a society for the charismatic people that are in that community. They call them the craft of Amun-Ra. Another name for them is the Lopi Society. These are a group of, how will I say, medicine men, or it is a kind of institution of people that are taught, or they are well trained in the spiritual science of African spirituality, in the Kemetic science, where they say the black science. This is the science, the acts, the philosophy that gave way, that created ancient African civilization. These are people that have to study for about 40 years before they can be called a priest in ancient Egypt. You have to study for like 40 years. You have to study all the subjects possible. They have a kind of educational system where they call it about 360 degrees of education for a man to be called a priest, a shepsu, or a sepu, a priest, or a seba, another name. You have to study for very, very long. You need to be well grounded in almost all the subjects in the world, from mathematics to physics, chemistry, geometry, philosophy, and all kinds of studies. You need to know about the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the water kingdom, the infernal kingdom, and all the elements that are there in nature. You need to know all these things. So these people study very hard and very long for them to be called a priest. So they have this society in ancient Egypt whereby they know all these things, and people have to go through all this process. So the Freemason, after the fall of Egypt, the Europeans, so they came in, they discovered that there was a society that's in existence, that they have a large body of knowledge and wisdom that they give to, they teach to people from generation to generation. So the Western Freemason was a kind of a plagiarization of that society. So they try to see if they can establish their own society to also continue this study so that they can acquire the knowledge. And of course, they started this Freemason society, and they took all the knowledge and wisdom that they can carry from ancient Egypt. They took it to Greek. They took it to their Europe. And that's why you see all the Greek philosophers before then, they were all coming to study in Kemet because they knew that they have no educational system in Europe. When Greek, but how come all the Greek philosophers came to study in Africa? Meaning they have no, their civilization was copied from Africa. Okay, so everything about their science, their spirituality, everything they know about life, they learned it from the African people. Okay, so the Freemason people, when they discovered this knowledge and the knowledge was too vast for them, in order for them to control the knowledge, they have to form the society. Not only Freemason was formed, they have other societies. They have in Freemason, they have Rosicrucian, they have Inclined Templars, they have Skulls and Bones. They have several other mushroom secret societies that sprang up in Europe, especially during the Renaissance period in Europe. These were societies that are carrying out the traditions of various temples in ancient Egypt. We have hundreds of temples, temples of Karnak, temples of Amun-Ra, temple of Dendera, temple of Eteru, temple of Abydos, of Memphis, different sort of cities. Every temple is like a university in ancient Egypt. These temples of the gods is not where they just go to worship, it is where they actually teach and train people, okay, in the mysteries of that, in the sciences of that principle that they venerate, and they actually teach students. People go there to learn. It's not like today when people only go to temples to sing and dance, to give offering, to solve problems. Ancient temples are like universities. You go there to learn and study about life. Just like the way we send our children to universities, today we send them to Unilag, Unizik, or Avin to go and study. Ancient time in ancient Egypt, when people want to study, they send their children to temples of gods because the gods are principles of wisdom. So they go to these temples to study everything about that principle. Okay, this is the way people were studying. So the ancient Greeks, when they came to Africa, they came to those temples to study. All the Aristotle, Plato, Strabo, they came to study because all the main universities in the world were in Africa, were in ancient Egypt. This is how they got this knowledge. So the Freemason was created as a spin-off from our ancient African societies, secret societies that uphold and have the tradition of keeping records of studying nature, deep aspects of nature, high metaphysics. This is where they got all the principles from. When you hear the principles of the golden mean, pi, Pythagoras theory, left or right angle triangle, all these principles we have in mathematics, geometry, science, everything, chemistry, the word chemistry, that means chemetic science, black science. They studied everything from Africa. So it's only natural that the Freemasons that discovered Amun-Ra as the deity representing light. In ancient Africa, even till now, we still venerate the sun. Amun-Ra is the sun. It's composed of two deities, Amen and Ra, meaning sun, from southern Egypt and northern Egypt. This deity was created when King Menes, the one they call the Scorpion King, united the northern and southern Egypt. I've forgotten the year he did it, but he did it. It's in my book. This Whispers of Amenti. I wrote about the history in this very book here. So we now have a composite deity, Amun-Ra. So the Christians, the Romans, they created the word Lucifer. Lucifer is exactly the same deity as Amun-Ra. So why do they need to create Lucifer? Why don't they just adopt Amun-Ra? For the sheer reason that if they adopt Amun-Ra, it will be so obvious that this is the African deity that they are venerating. And what will this do for them? It will reduce their power, and it will be too conspicuous, it will be too obvious that they are not original in their own science, on their own study or adoption. So what people naturally do when it comes to these kind of things is that for you to create a deity, for a deity to work for you, the deity needs to be created in your image. Okay? So the Latin, the Romans, they know about this. And their plan is to create a new religion that everybody will follow. So when they came to ancient Egypt, they adopted the Trinity. They look at the African Trinity that is made of a man, woman, and child. They say no, it's nothing new. For them to create something new in their own image, it must reflect their characteristics and personality. And the sole aim of the Roman Empire is domination, destruction of the natural order of things. This is what they represent. This is the beast's nature. They have to destroy that natural order. No, we don't want life to represent death. They have to remove the woman from their own trinity, make the woman a surrogate mother, and then they say God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is our new trinity. Their new trinity, there is no woman in that trinity. It is two men, and we know that two men is not balanced, but due to their gay tendencies, this is what reflects their nature. This is what they want. This is what they like. So they removed the woman. They took many concepts, and when it comes to the era of the supreme deity, they created Jesus Christ in their own image, which was a white man, because they want the whole world to worship them. They also look at Amun-Ra, which they have disposed of. Of course, for you to claim supremacy, you must sideline, or you must degrade, or you must condemn all other deities. So they say Amun-Ra is the devil, is the demon, and is represented by this new principle they called Lucifer. Lucifer is a Latin word which they created. They have to create an enemy for their God. So the enemy of Jesus Christ now becomes the supreme deity of the African people, which is represented by the energy or the new deity they called Lucifer. This is a deity that was created by them, by the Romans. And they say this Lucifer have all the same qualities that Amun-Ra have, which is the light bringer, the illuminator, the falling angel or falling star, and the so-called person that restores balance in the universe. So in order for them to create this enemy, they took these qualities from Amun-Ra, but they will not mention Amun-Ra directly. So they call this deity Lucifer, that is the one that tried to overthrow their God in heaven, this fabled backstory. And they chased him out of heaven, and he fell to the earth, and he's now poisoning the consciousness of mankind, that anybody that follows Lucifer will go to hell, that his portion is hell forever. This little baby story that they are using in Christianity to enslave the whole world. So when we look at the Lucifer, what is Lucifer? The light bringer. What is Amun-Ra? The light bringer. In ancient Africa, we know Amun-Ra as the supreme deity, as the sun. We see this sun every morning. He's ever faithful. He always comes out at clockwork. He never fails. He's the one that delivers us from darkness. When the sun comes out, every darkness flies away. He delivers us from darkness. He brings life to us. He gives life to the planet, to the solar system. He's a falling star, a star that came down from all the firmaments. How many of us know that the sun is a star? The sun is the closest star to us. So we can call it a falling star because it's a star that is so close. In fact, this star is responsible for life on this solar system. Without the sun, there will be no life, there will be no us, there will be no solar system. So it's the greatest power in this, our universe as we have it. The sun is the center of everything. All the 9 planets revolve around the sun. We all revolve around the sun. The sun is the deity, the most powerful deity. So the ancient Africans know, even the moon gets its light from the sun. The light the moon shines in the night is still reflected from the sun. So that's why they say light is stronger than darkness, because so-called darkness of the world still gets their power from the sun. So it's only natural that we venerate or worship or at least acknowledge this principle as the most powerful principle that gives us life. So you see ancient Africans venerating the sun. Every morning they greet the sun, they thank the sun. They're so happy for the sun. The sun represents prosperity, represent love, represent understanding, forgiveness. Everything good is represented by the sun. So we venerate the sun in the name of Amen. Till today, the Christians still pray in the name of Amen. The Muslims pray in the name of Amen. All the religions pray in the name of the sun, because this is the tradition that was carried from ancient time. That to say this, to know that the sun is the greatest power. So any prayer you are making, you must call his name. You must call the sun into it, because there's nothing greater than the sun. Is the supreme being, the most supreme being, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Any title you're going to give him is as the most powerful title in the world. So you must call his name at the end of everything you are doing, to give you that possibility, that positivity, that impetus, that acknowledgement, because there's no power greater than the sun in this solar system. So all these attributes was given to Lucifer as well. So the Freemasons, they venerate Lucifer, and the major difference is that Lucifer now is a white man. So your question is, why is Lucifer image a white man? Of course, it was created by white people. For any deity to work for you, the deity has to be created in your image. This is the simple truth. You have to see yourself as God. If you cannot see God in yourself, or you cannot see yourself as God, you cannot exhibit your full potentials in this lifetime. That's why you see we have native deities in every indigenous land that looks like the people. Go to India, you see their God, it looks like them. They have to see themselves in the image of God. If you don't see yourself in the image of God, you are sinning against yourself. This is the problem with Africa. African people, they have lost confidence to the point that they no longer see themselves as God, or having that potential of God in them. They have been so brainwashed and bamboozled that when you mention God, the picture of the sea is a white man. We were raised like this. We can no longer see ourselves as God. So we have no self-confidence. We have no trust in ourselves. In our local deities, we see them as demons. When you talk African spirituality, they say, oh, African spirituality is evil. Somebody have told you that your spirituality is evil, but the sun is good, and yet it's the biggest killer on this planet. How many countries have African people invaded and stolen their natural resources? What a crime did we do to make us be suffering so? Somebody have taken the mentality of people away. So you have to see yourself in the deity that is considered supreme. So what they do in Freemason is that they use Christianity to back their philosophy in the front, but deep down they know the truth that this Christianity is for enslaving minds. So the most powerful deity they venerate in Freemason is Lucifer, which is the representative of the sun deity, the solar deity. So they still have a portion or essence of the truth inside them. They know the truth. They don't see Lucifer as evil the way the average or basic Christians see Lucifer as the chief enemy of God. They see Lucifer as the light bringer that gives wisdom, illumination, enlightenment, and also restores balance to the world. So they have no choice than to acknowledge this principle. That is why they venerate Lucifer. In Freemason, when you get to the highest level, you have to set up an altar to Lucifer and start venerating Lucifer. Same thing we do in African spirituality, the way we venerate Amun-Ra every day. This is the truth. There is nothing higher than the truth. They cannot deny this principle at the end of the day. They have to venerate Lucifer. So Freemasons, they know the truth, but they are hiding it. They're using Christianity to control the world. Most of the most popular and powerful pastors in the world today, they are members of Freemason. They know, I will not mention their names, but when you mention they are Freemason members, a lot of pastors, I know them, we know them, they are Freemason, they are members of Freemason. Their work is to use religion to enslave humanity, while they are getting it clear on their own parts. So I hope that answers your first question. And also Mithras too is also another version of Lucifer as well, from Greek, and the same Latin people, the same white people that created the Christianity, the same Romans that created Jesus, they are the ones that also created Lucifer. So you see the Lucifer image, especially the Lucifer of Legi, is a white man, a white guy that is always brooding. Okay. When we were in Western occultism, we venerate Lucifer as well. Of course, the energy signature is there, the same signature, uh, like representing the sun, illumination, enlightenment. But they have to see this in their own image for them to connect very well to him. So that's just the deity must be in your image. Okay, it matters a lot. You must see yourself as a deity that is a representative of that. So they have to do it like this. And besides, it's a way of coding or hiding the identity of whatever they are doing. So this is the best they can do, and this is exactly what they do. So I hope that answers your question. Then your second question, why does Lucifer Freemason always show pictures of Lucifer white and blonde hair? Of course, I just answered it. It is because of the people that created it is white and blonde hair to them. Look at the Christian Bible. Do you see any black angel there? Do you see any African angel? All the angels are white. Of course, Jesus Christ is a white man. His disciples, all 12 of them, they call them, they have English name, but they came from Middle East, Matthew, Mark, Luke, to show you that the religion was created by white people. What do you expect? You have to see themselves as God, as the image of God. White is good, black is evil. Anything whitey is good. White supremacy is good. Anything black is evil. So they created the image in themselves to represent themselves for themselves by themselves. So it's obvious that these deities they are not for us. If we African want to do this, we need to venerate our own African deities. Meaning our God must be black. There's no other way to say it. It must be black. Okay, you must see yourself and be proud of yourself and see yourself as God. This is the only way we can be able to effectively do the things that and connect to nature or divinity. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. Then he also made mention of this Billy Carson guy. There's this guy on internet. I have done a video about him before. Billy Carson, always talking down on African spirituality. Billy Carson said that Amun-Ra was the sun god, and everybody who prays to God in the kingdom of heaven must say amen after the prayer, because Amun-Ra is the god who owns this planet, and all other people are visitors to his earth, to his planet. Bill Carson also said that Amun-Ra was the most evil man of all the gods of Egyptian gods. And Billy Carson urged that one should not say amen after a prayer. Billy Carson is a colored, dark-skinned, very tall man, and he looks like an Ethiopian man race, but he does not like Amun-Ra at all. You are very, very right about this. I know the person called Billy Carson. I have also done a video on him. If you check my videos, I have done a video on Billy Carson. I see his philosophies. He has 4 channels, Forbidden Truth, very big channel, and he's an enemy of Africa. I have identified him. This man, this is a boy that claims to be very, very intelligent, that claims to know so much than everybody, and yet he cannot see the truth about Africa. Billy Carson, his core philosophy is that ancient Egyptians are not African people. This is what he preaches on his channel, that the ancient Egyptian, the ancient Kemetiyus are not from Africa, they are from outer space. That it was aliens that built the pyramid, it was aliens that did all those things. That we, original Africans, we have no connection with Egypt. That Egypt is connected to Samaria, and the ancient Samaria were older than ancient Egyptians. And is pushing people, instead of venerating African deities, is pushing them into Sumerian deities. These are the spirits of those ancient foreigners that came to destroy Africa. The evil spirits of the ancient Babylonians, the so-called Sumerians, Assyrians, of these Arabic Asiatic deities that are totally in divergence to Africa. What Billy Carson is preaching is that African people have no contributions to the pyramids, to anything that, or to any ancient Egyptian legacy. That we contributed nothing to civilization. This is what, and it's a black man. It's an agent that whoever is using him is using to destroy or to cause, to block people that are African people that are trying to connect back to Africa. Is blocking their connection, and is pushing them to these demons. These are the enemies that destroyed Africa. These evil Sumerian deities, these evil Babylonian deities, this Asiatic spirit, these foreign spirits of the Arab people invaders is pushing people to go and be venerating those enemies of Africa. So Carson is a very, very evil simulation. A very, very evil and wicked simulation that is designed to block people that are trying to come into the conscious paths. We have this thing, I've done a video before, I called it a simulacra and simulation in Western occultism, the fuckery of Western occultism. I have that video in the channel. I'll put the link under this live. In that video, I talk about different simulations of lies on the planets, how the kingdom of the spirit kingdom works. When people have been trapped in Christianity, when they try to get out of Christianity, they will see another religion that is also a simulation of lies to tell you that Christianity is fake, we are the truth. Then you go there, these people will trap you. Then when you see the lies there, you go to another system, you will see another simulation there that is designed to trap you. All these are simulations that are created by evil forces. We call them the archons in the astral plane and in this physical world, to block people from ascending spiritually, to block people from connecting to their original divine deities, so the original divine principles. There are so many of them. That's why we have so many religions in the world. Many of them are simulations. That's why I did that video. Carson is one of these so-called simulations. When you're running away from Christianity, try to study about the ancient world, study about Kemet, then you just see his video pop up. It's there to block you. Though Kemet is evil. Our chief deity, Amun-Ra, is a very evil god. Don't call his name. Don't call him. Don't connect with him. Connect with this one. Then it's not pushing people to their normal elish, some kind of ancient evil spiritual practice, whereby he's the only one that's the master of it. Jinn spirit, these are very wicked spirits of destruction that is pushing you into. That is what it's pushing people to. Not natural, organic African deities. We have no business with Sumerians. Even though if the ancient Sumerians people were black people, we are authentic Africans. If we want to connect, we need to connect with authentic deities. Not any deities from out of Africa that we cannot even understand. Not pushing you into speaking Arabic, into speaking languages that you cannot even understand, that are not even African in nature. The guy is a real, very wicked, evil demon. So I see him as an enemy of Africa. Okay? Anybody that will not acknowledge the truth of the African or cradle of origin of civilization is an enemy of of Africa. Sorry to say, enemy of Africa. Even the Met Museum in New York acknowledged African origin of civilization. People are coming out to see the works, see the African connection, to see how ancient Egypt was originally created by the Kushite people. The Kushite dynasty, the Kushite legacy predated ancient Egypt. You can trace how it developed, the building of the pyramids, the formation of their civilization, everything. You can trace it even down to Ethiopia. So anybody that cannot acknowledge all these truths about our history, instead is saying Africa contributed nothing to civilization, African deities are evil deities, especially the principal deity of Africa is that we should not call his name anymore, then it's pushing us into Zacharias Nishin, Enki, the story of Enki, and so-called tablets of creation. So this is a story that they have no scientific evidence, that we cannot even prove. We have more proof about Kemet, the glory of Kemet, and the heritage of Kemet from Africa, more than those people. You're saying that those people predated us in Africa. How dare you? When all the modern science know that Africans are the root race, you're saying some people from Middle East predate us. This is a clear insult to our legacy. This person is an enemy of Africa. So when I studied the Carson guy, I saw him as a simulation that they create to block our people from coming back to Africa. Only the guy have about 4 channels, 4 very big channels, millions of subscribers. He's popping up everywhere, spreading this philosophy that Amun-Ra is an evil deity. Man, what cause? Amun-Ra is the sun. How can the sun be evil? What is wrong with this guy? Who is the kind of deep hatred? I've never seen any Anybody that speaks against Africa with this kind of hatred as Billy Carson, even the so-called racists that are there, they know how they talk. But this Bill Carson guy, he hates. It's like he hates Africa. He don't want to see anything good about Africa. He's a total enemy. When I look at this guy, I look at him, I say, this guy now, wow, this guy now real demon. Now winch, better big winch. He hates everything about Africa. He never says anything good about Africa. Say aliens built Egypt. Africans are not the origin of civilization. Life did not start in Africa. Nothing about Africa is good. Even our deity is Amun-Ra is the most wicked deity. He says nothing good about Africa in his channel. Then the next is pushing people into a Zachariah Sitchin, Enki philosophy. What do you concern us with those people? We predate those people. We have our own organic deities, and we still have them here. So Bill Carson, forget about that guy. Forget about him. He's an enemy. Okay, he's a racist, and it's an evil spirit in human form. Total evil spirit in human form that is created by some evil people, and it's always supported by white people. You see him flanking himself, surrounding himself by a lot of fake celebrities, trying to portray himself as very successful and very intelligent. And of course, he will be in love, in line with the philosophies of his racist tax masters. This is what they want to push. So that when Africans are struggling out of Christianity, they're going to meet him and he's going to push them inside another lie. This is his work. This is his mission, to re-enslave Africans under this alien philosophy. His philosophy cannot prove Atlantis and Lemuria and all sort of nonsense, balloonies. This is the reason why we need to teach African history. It is because of people like him that I teach history, because of people like him that I start writing books, so that you can know the real truth. We have a lot of evidence, etymological, scientific, historical evidence about the origin of Africa, of ancient Kemet, that cannot be disproven. This is the reason we have to be teaching our history, because people like Billy Carson, they are there to take people from the truth, tell you they know more than you, that we came from nothing. We amount to nothing. The only way we can ascend is to follow an alien deity like another Jesus Christ, to enslave us again with nonsense. The guy is a very evil guy. Be careful of that guy. Very, very evil personality. Okay? If you want to know the truth about ancient Kemet, there is this book called Breaking the Mirror of Heaven. The book is a recommended read. All my students, they read that book. You must read it. Breaking the Mirror of Heaven. Go and read that book. The Conspiracy to Suppress the Knowledge of Ancient Egypt, written by Ahmed Usman and Robert Baval. Breaking the Mirror of Heaven. Conspiracy to Suppress the Wisdom of Ancient Egypt. That book will teach you how the Freemasons came to ancient Egypt to loot and exploit all the artifacts, all the knowledge and wisdom, including the obelisks, how they root them to go and put in their to go and found their secret societies. The American Freemason, they took one of the obelisks, they would go and put it in New York. Then the London Freemason took another obelisk, they put it in their own country. The one that the Spanish people took, that one fell. French people took one. How they looted Egypt, how they break the ceramic and tiles from the Great Pyramid, and they use these Muslims use it to build their own mosques. Robert Bava read into details, names, places, times, and dates were mentioned in that book of who took what, where is it. After the Freemasons have succeeded in looting all what they can carry, they now have a meeting with themselves that this great secret, that this thing we have done, should we tell the world or should we hide it? They're not split into two fractions. It was a serious problem within the Freemason society. At the end of the day, the ones that say we should keep it secret so that the African people will not know, so that we can hide this from the world, we can teach it to only our children. That fraction won. That is why they make everything secret today. You need to read that book, Breaking the Mirror of Heaven. For people that are saying ancient Egypt was created by aliens, you go and read that book. You will see the physical evidence of how they plundered ancient Egypt. Another great book you can read again, Spiritual Warriors and Healers by Mifundishi, about the ancient cultural, tradition, philosophy of ancient Egypt and ancient Kush. Very good book, powerful book. Who told you we don't have our history? Who told you we don't know it? Who is saying this? Billy Carson, what is he saying? The guy is just an evil spirit blocking people. His aim is to block as much people as possible because this is the time of ascension. So he's part of that simulation program to entrap people in this nonsense. So it's nothing but evil spirits. Okay, don't take that guy. Don't take him if you want to know the truth about life. That guy is an enemy of progress. He's an enemy of Africa. He hates. When you even see his eyes, the way he talks, he hates Africa with a passion. I don't know what people did to him, or how much that. Why we have this kind of people in Africa? When we're thinking of gathering, you will see our own people destroying us. When they want to do something bad to us, they will use a black man. That guy is it's a basket case. That's the only thing I need to say about that guy. So Amun-Ra is not a demon. Amun-Ra is still the most powerful principle representing light. Is the sun. Anybody that say you should not call the name of Amun-Ra is an enemy of this world. It's an enemy to nature. It's an enemy to peace. It's an enemy to love. It's an enemy to balance. It's an enemy to you. Something when they see Korokoro, where they be the bad thing, where the sun they do. Where person say the sun is the most evil deity. That person is the most evil deity. What did the sun do you? Amun-Ra is just the sun. The spirit, the intelligence behind the sun. Bill Carson goes around saying Amun-Ra is the most evil god in the world. I've saw the video too. I was shocked. I said, well, this guy is an enemy, so it not surprise me. Now, when she be? This is what he preaches in the channel. For you to hate everything about Africa. That is not somebody you should listen to. Tell your children to be careful of this Billy Carson guy. He's a pure enemy of Africa. Okay. So this is my take. You can go and check. You see the nonsense inspiration there, pushing people out of true spirituality, pushing people into nonsense, into another enslavement. This guy is an evil person. It's nothing to write home about. It's a disgrace to the African race. I wish he can just change his skin. Let him just go and bleach his skin white. I think there's technologies now to turn a black man white because he clears that he hates Africa too much. So, and you have black skin, or the black skin is just a charade so that we think that it's one of us and it's not one of us. He should go and just bleach his skin and complete the process. Already, he's even married to a white woman, to an Asian woman. He's not even married to an African. He hates everything Africa. Just bleach your skin and join them. Join the racist club, because nothing good have come out of that man's mouth about African people. In his word, Africans contributed nothing to humanity. Africans have no contributions. We have no value. Even our deity is evil. Nothing good about us. I don't know this kind of useless human being. So he should shut his mouth. If he's a white man saying all these things, would have accused him of racism ever since. They know that white people, when they want to say things, they will use a black man to be doing all these things, because we cannot accuse a black man of racism. If it's a white man that is talking like Billy Carson, they would for that even shut in Shannon down. Because how can you say Amun-Ra is an evil god and people should not pray to him when he's our supreme deity in Africa? A white man cannot say this. Okay, we'll shut him down. They are just using him to destroy African spirituality. The things he say, white people cannot even say it. They will get into trouble. But because he can say it because he has black skin. So it's better he just change his skin to white. That guy is not our friend. He's our enemy. Okay? Nothing good has come out of that man concerning Africa. I don't think any good thing good will come out of him. So the man is a total useless person. He's a waste of melanin. He's a waste of his heritage. He's an enemy. He's a traitor. He's a bastard. He's a scallywag. He's an evil spirit. He's a non-entity. He's nothing to me. Even with his many followers, he's an enemy of the African race. And this is the way I view him. He's an enemy, pure enemy of African race. So this is the last that we talk about him. There's nothing good that can come out of that one. When we have lots of evidence to the contrary, you see pushing lies on the internet. Which kind of person be this? So it's so sad, but these are the people we have in Africa. These are the people that sold our people into slavery. Now they sell us into slavery. Not all black folks are kinfolk. Not all black folk are kinfolk. Some enemies in black skin are worse than even the white people. It's one of them. is one of them. Look at all his channel, dedicate his channel to be pushing negative propaganda about African people, trapping African people in limbo, insulting. What is Amen? Amen is the son. What did the son do to us that nobody should mention the name of Amen? That Amun-Ra is the most evil deity. Can you imagine this guy? What is he smoking? Now wow, but now wait till we see this. Now waiting now we see this. It's very painful that this kind of thing can be happening, but that's so life just be. So to be for one is to be for wise. This is what I say about the guy. Then your last question. I personally like Lucifer, as I can relate to him, as everyone has smoked and spat on him and his name. And I myself have been victimized in the same way. I am very grateful to you for posting this important YouTube movie that I found today. Well, if you call it a movie, it's a movie. Thank you very much. Then you say, does Amun-Ra have any children? Regards. Of course, we are all children of Amun-Ra. I said it in the video. We Africans, we have always regarded ourselves as children of the sun. We are the children of the sun, the original children of the sun. When you check our books, you say, the sun have kissed us, Amun-Ra have kissed us from the breath of time. From the beginning of time, we have been kissed by the sun. We are children of Amun-Ra. I'm very proud to say, I am a son of Amun-Ra. I'm a child of the sun. And the earth is my mother. This is the philosophy of ancient Africa. Yes? The sun, our papa. When you wake up in the morning, the Lord's Prayer is our prayer, not Christian prayer. Our Father who art in heaven is an ancient Egyptian prayer. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. This is the prayer to the sun when they wake up in the morning. The Lord's Prayer. The sun is the Lord of all existence, the greatest existence. Is the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the Ancient of days, the undying one, the unfailing one, the ever faithful one, the great deliverer. All those titles they give to Egypt and they give to Jesus is the son title. Is the son title that they give to Jesus Christ. They stole it and gave it to. Is this title of the son, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the unchangeable one. Is always constant, is unfailing, unwavering, shines to everybody, gives life to everybody. There's nothing wrong with this guy. So why should somebody say I should not pray to the sun? If I don't pray to the sun, who do I want to pray to on this earth? Show me. Who is the greatest power on this earth? Show me the deity I should pray to. If I cannot pray to this sun that I see every day, I see my God every day, who will I pray to? Now darkness, now the white man, now Jesus Christ. Tell me who I will pray to if I not pray to the sun. Show me a better deity than the sun. I will wait. I'm still waiting. Show me another deity. Is it not the one that is giving us life in this solar system? So we are the children of the sun. And of course, people can relate to Lucifer. Lucifer, based on his backstory, is designed to associate with the downtrodden. And the sun is also the same thing. It shines to everybody that needs help, whether the rich, the poor. We all benefit, even the wicked ones all benefit from the light of the sun. So we can identify with him. And we can flow with him. So I'm glad you see. If I'm having questions like this, will make the channel very, very interesting. Okay? So I don't see Lucifer as a bad guy. He can never be a bad guy to me because he did nothing wrong. When you check his backstory, check the Bible, not once did we even hear the account of Lucifer in that Bible, where they say Lucifer is the most evil deity. It's all about God killing and murdering people. How many people did Lucifer kill in the Bible? 0. Not once did we even hear his own account. Is it fair? Not once. I used to tell people that are attacking me, especially Christians, when they come to me, that they say I worship and practice African spirituality. I used to tell them this story, like, look, okay, you have been a Christian all your life, right? I agree. All what you have been hearing about God came from Christianity. Is it not time that you hear from the side of the devil or hear from the other side, hear their own account of the story, then make your decision? I tell people that, let's say you have 2 children. 2 children came to you, they are dragging this pencil. This one said, this pencil belongs to me. The other person said, this pencil belongs to me. As an adult, intelligent adult, what do? You say, slow down first. You will hold the pencil. You put your story. When that person says their own account, we ask the other party to say your own account. This is what they do in courts. When people are dragging something, you will come and you will judge the case. This person will speak, then the judge will start using the power of deduction, induction to ask credible questions. Evidence, witnesses, accounts. You answer questions. At the end of the day, then we come to a conclusion based on the best decision that we make, and then we find out who is right or who is wrong. Now, all your life you have been a Christian. You have only listened to what the Bible have said, that the ancestors are demons, they are devils, they are this, they are fetish. Now you know everything about Christian. Why is it not yet time for you to hear the account of the other people? We have history books. We have our own books that are not fairy tales. We have our own story, the story of the ancestors. To study those stories as well before you make your decision. But you see, many Christians, they just believe only one part. They don't want to hear the other part of the story. They don't want to hear anything. They don't want to study about history to know the truth about their ancestors. Is it fair? It's not fair to your ancestors. It's not even fair to you. That's why they are enslaved. And any intelligent person must hear from both sides before they make a decision. You have only heard from one side. You have heard from the Christian side. Now hear from the African side. Hear the ancestor side. Hear my side too. Then make your decision. I'm not saying you should join me, but at least hear me hearts. Hear my story. This is the problem. So if you can balance this, hear both sides of the story, we balance it out to know who is actually saying the truth and who is lying. This is why Christianity always blasts other religions. They don't want you to hear from them. Because if you hear from them, you will know that it's Christianity that is lying. If you know the truth, you will know who has the real truth. Study the history of Amun-Ra. Know Amun-Ra's story. How did he come about? What does he represent? Look at the people venerating Amun-Ra. How is their character? Are they the ones going to invade other people? Are they the ones bombing other people's country? Hear the story. Hear our own story too now. Then make your decision about Christianity. It's as simple as that. This is the reason why we need more teachers in African spirituality. This is the reason why I teach people. So that when I teach one person, the person starts teaching other people, our story lives. These people that are spreading lies like Billy Carson and his gangsters and Freemasons, they will be exposed. Freemasons, when you go to them, the thing I wrote in this book, this is what they secretly teach their people. Some of the stuff like they teach them the real truth. Freemason, Rosicrucian, Client Templars. Why do they have secret societies? This is the societies where they teach their children and their loved ones the real truth about life. When you go to their schools in Oxford, in Yale, in MIT, they will have secret societies on campus. What are they doing? They teach the truth to their children in the nighttime. Then they teach the whitewash lie to everybody in the daytime. This is the essence of secret societies, Western secret societies. Nothing more, nothing less. So I come out in the public and say, I teach the real truth to my people. If you want to learn African spirituality, I teach you. Don't say nobody taught you. Don't say I never gave you anything. Don't say you don't have access to the knowledge. Don't say I don't have internet. It is your choice not to know. Don't say I don't have money. All the money you spend in Christianity, spend in frivolous things. Spend some to invest in your African spirituality. People will not want to spend. Especially my Nigeria people, make I come to a level. Yesterday, one Nigerian woman called me from UK. She priced my book. What price my book like a fish? Sure. I tell sister now, $100 at the sell. This book pass $100 if you will. If I say I want to sell this book, $1,000 it is still fair because of the knowledge inside. Powerful spells that will save you thousands of dollars. You still want price I'm 80, 70, like say. I tell the woman, I say, come hungry, they catch me. My market not be crayfish. I trade in knowledge and wisdom and high metaphysics. Now, I know what I do. I know the value attested. You cannot come here and say because I come from Nigeria, you've got to price my book anyhow. Don't look me down, because I choose to come out in this way. It's for me to be more relatable to people. I want to be more relatable to my people to see you can practice African spirituality without all those noise, without all those dressing up, without all those complications that you see some people posing, calling themselves masters and gurus, trying to separate themselves from you with title, with dressing. I can play all those parts, but nothing did there. When it did an organic spirituality, your now way of life, not be dressing, be the thing, not be too much talk, not be grammar, not be many book. You need to get direct access to knowledge. Common sense na be the thing. Now common sense we dey do for this channel. So I need to be relatable, but please don't look me down. I have capacity and I need to suffer. So not gonna go price my book like onions, like crayfish, say blind on they catch this one, or maybe you say I be junkie. No, I tell Kuro say not vessel. This thing a powerful thing. You when you dey go church, when you dey sow your seed, you dey buy share for church, you dey do all those things. Some women they spend $400 on weave on, $300 on weave on every month. Buy book $100, it's too expensive. Wetin we go do again, my brother? Wetin we want make we do? Make we give am to them for free? No, we cannot give it to them for free. They say if you give things that are valuable to dogs and swine, they will trample upon it, then they are going to attack you. You cannot give it to free. And African spirituality needs respect, it needs investment and development. So we have to sell the materials to people that really want to know. If you know you want to support African spirituality, our books dey, our history dey, our science dey, our philosophy e dey, see am, e dey, they're not lost. For those people saying e not get textbook, who tell e get textbook, see am, e dey. If you want make direct contact, e dey, e did not lost. The knowledge is still here today. You get access to am, okay? E dey. Not talk say e not dey. Now you no want patronize, now you no want go inside. We have made it very easy now. It's not that difficult again to gain access to. It's not easy, it's not difficult again. You don't need to travel to me. You don't need to go to the shop around to find just buy the book and read it. I post it to you. You get them by DHL. It's simple like that. You start your journey. You start doing what you're supposed to do. But a lot of people are afraid, fear. They love their life like this. They don't want any complication. They don't want to be responsible. They want easy life entitlements. They want the ancestors to be carrying them like baby or petting them the way Christianity promised you that you don't need to do anything, just believe and all your problems will be solved. Now lie, we dey work for you. We need to believe, we dey know, we dey learn, we dey practice, we dey try new things, we dey fight war, be hard. I'm not going to tell you, even me, I have battles that I fight on a regular. Now so life just be. Okay? So you go manage that like that. You have to be strong. I need to warn you, Sha. You need to be strong to be on this battle. And of course, you need to be dedicated. You need to be devoted. You need to be focused too. You need to get common sense too. All these things that waiting we need. A lot of people don't want all these things. They want easy life, lazy life, spirits that are slaves to them. Now he puts them for the slavery where we did so for Africa. Don't worry, Jesus will come and solve all your problem. Just relax. Give me all your money. Come to church. Don't do anything. Don't walk. Don't struggle. Jesus Christ will come at the miracle time. We solve your problem. We bring good road for you. We bring good government for you. We bring food for you. Jesus Christ, believe. 9 people don't take the shop sand. They work out for Nigeria. The shop stone, they work out like mad people. They knock around it. Make you they believe. Make you not develop yourself. Make you not copy people where get common sense. Make you did it. Now then you go suffer put. Okay? So you not get ready I want to do. I don't talk the one I want to talk to do. For those people that are joined, I thank you now very much. When you come Nigeria, you get the book. The book they wait on a powerful books. Quantum physics book is waiting for you. Walking in the shadow of the gods is waiting. Pathways to ascension. You want to get direct contact with the spirit world. You want to do one-on-one contact. They wait you. We get book, okay? This one $100. This one $100. This one $50. Okay? Very cheap. Very powerful book. Okay? 1 weekend. Save money for 1 weekend. You get it. Get something. If you still don't want to patronize me too, try to find somebody from your village, your tribesman. Support that one. African spirituality must move forward. We must invest in it. We must invest. If we don't invest in it, it not go grow. Okay, only one person of you just carry all the problem for head. Some people will attack me that are doing spiritual work. It's supposed to be free for everybody. Who tell you? If I do free work, I for not die since so. Una for not even know me. Many of you I watch this channel today for not even know me. Because I not come this life to live on charity. It is not my plan to live on charity. Okay? I beg. I'm not going to know all these things finish. I'll surround myself by river. I'll come to take spit to wash them. Now, better thing be that it makes sense. So I beg. So when we do the right thing, we apply common sense to issues. Okay. So anybody when they talk down on African spirituality is an enemy. Anybody you see they blast our deities, especially our supreme deity, say na evil, make we not connect to am, make we not call him name. That person a big enemy. Anybody wey say African spirituality no go better, that person no go better. Anybody wey say you no like better thing, you no like truth, you no like happiness, you no like unity, you no want Africa to grow, that person you no go grow. Anybody wey say Africa never contribute anything to humanity, that we came from nothing and we have contributed nothing, that person is an enemy of Africa. Not let anybody just tell you that person a big liar, they lie. Okay, you don't have to show am the evidence, tell am the things then. When you approach them with the truth, they will run away. Okay, so now so it just be. So I thank you guys for watching today. This is what I have to say today. Questions and comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to learn African spirituality, I have a 6-month masterclass where I will teach you everything you need to know, from the histories to the sciences, and how to make contact with the deities, and also too metaphysics and spells, high metaphysics, powerful spells. I'm going to teach you a lot of things that you can use to manipulate reality and matter. And of course, if you want to buy your spiritual items, your herbs, your soap, your beads, I have lots of items here: spiritual soap, spiritual oils, native shop, cowries, anything that you need to connect, I get them here. Or come here first before you go another place. So I dey sell. Okay, and support me too. Support me so that we can grow. Then you want to do your oracle tarot readings, your packs, your spells, painful spells, hexes, love spell. I do all these things and much more. Apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace. One love.